July the 28th, 2019, I posted Anachronism 2887. It starts with a quote. And are you old and deep and cold and like a cheap hotel of sleep corridors and whisperings? Jack Spicer. I'm not feeling so tawdry tonight, but I would love a date with the Pacific. A date with an ocean seems suddenly and terribly desperate, but I suppose it could be easily surmised that I am desperate. But yet, I don't think I am, usually anyway. I really would love to date. I'm ready to. Maybe I even have something in the works. But reading a blurb that pops up in my phone just now, quote, just when you think Trump can't sink any lower, says the phone, so to speak, he does. And of course he does, so I begin to wonder why even to bother with this love thing. It's already a recipe for disaster, I say to my phone, to myself. In the end, it's all just a really dumb conundrum anyway, right? But if there ever was a time when I needed someone to grab by both hands, pull him toward me, look directly in his eyes, and scream, "This cannot be happening!" Well, what time? That time would surely be now. What a time to remain in what has surely become by now most just a self-imposed bubble, my box, my little room in the city. Isn't that what love is after all? Of course it is. Perhaps among a multitude of other things, and now these mullings have me missing it. The comfort a cat cannot give, for example, or just to discern. I mean, you can yell at an animal for days until it gets all silly cross-eyed at you, but still, who does it come to for food? Nevertheless, this would have to be torture for a cat. What would she care about what my phone is telling me about this guy, this president, and this unbelievably lower that he can go? But to another human with the electricity, moving between the palms of each of your hands into the palms of each of the others, and vice versa, as that rare and seemingly inappropriate scream gets shouted directly into the other's face until the relief that someone understands and can let it go in that fundamental, if not primal way. Sure, the face being screamed at flinches at first, afraid that maybe you are angry at something he or she has done. But how short a time it must take to feel his or her own burden lifted, a load that makes one feel free again, perhaps as momentarily free as the screamer feels. This after such a jolt to the system. To the systems of each of us, which now get to feel momentarily repaired as if we have each experienced a catharsis, in the Greek sense. A purge, a spew, a vomit, and all the better now. We can go on and live another day with our modicum of happiness, that empathy, that connection, that intimacy, that comfortability. What relief. The laughter, the cursing, the absolute understanding between two human beings. That I totally get you. Now that's love. I think that the wishy-washy feeling that I have had about whether or not I want it, knowing full well that I do, is no longer the least bit wishy-washy. I truly want it.